Okay, so now we're coming into our leg series. You have a red and a blue spring on the high hook setting, and your headrest is in the lowest position. It's not completely flat, it's one step above that. Okay, so you're gonna start with your pelvis in neutral. So I think for you, we need to bring your legs forward 1 more inch, and you want to create a little bit more space right at your sacrum. Yeah, okay. Just straighten the legs as much as you can. Flex your feet. Inhale into your belly as you lower the legs. Let's go down about 3.5 feet. And then exhale as you lift the legs. You want to lift from your tummy, finding a nice crease in your hips on the way up and on the way down. Good. Actually, for you on the way down, let's focus more on lengthening through the front of your hips. So lengthening through your hip flexors. So inhale, lower the legs. Go down a little bit lower. Hold there. Flex your feet and reach forward a lot through your heels. Yeah, that's it. Now on the way up, lift from your belly, and you want to find a nice crease in the front of your hips. Yeah. Good. And you can do 10 of these. Inhale on the way down, reaching through those heels. Exhale on the way up. Good. 4 more. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now at the very top, so same start position. This time you're going to turn out from your hips. So the inside of your legs draw together. Feet are in a V. Now, inhale, lower the legs from there.
Should I flex my toes?
Flex your toes. And exhale, lift. See if you can get the back of the knees a little bit straighter. Inhale down. And exhale up. Good. So this looks really good today. Keep moving through this. But generally what you want to focus on is having a very stable, solid pelvis and pressing evenly into both straps, which you're doing. If you weren't, you would feel your pelvis kind of shifting either from side to side or the hips hiking up and down.
I feel it more on this side right in there.
And the inner thigh?
In the crease.
In the crease.
That's what I feel on both sides.
Okay, good. That's great. Good. Okay, now bring your legs back into parallel. You're going to lower the legs down toward the floor about 3 feet. Perfect. Now open your legs about hip width apart, so just as wide as your hip sockets. From here, you're going to come into very small leg circles. Okay, even smaller. You want the rotation to come from your hips, not simply from the knee down. And you want to do this without turning out. So keep the legs pretty narrow and the circles very small. Okay, slower. Keep breathing. And so with these, your legs don't ever get closer together. They're actually kind of staying the width apart the entire time.
Is that bad?
That's better. Now reverse the direction. So really small. Too wide. That's better. 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7, good. And 8. Draw the legs together. Come up to the very top. Let's come back into a turnout. Legs are straight. Now nice and slow, you're going to come into wider circles, this time in a turnout and starting up a bit higher. So you don't have to go that wide. Let's go a little bit less wide. Turn out from the hips. There you go. Good. So you're rotating from the hips, and at the very bottom, the inner thighs draw together. Good.
Should they be touching?
Once you get to the very bottom, yeah. So when you draw the legs together, you should think about initiating from the inner thighs, not from the knee. Good. Do 1 more. Good. And then you'll reverse the direction.
And now do I think of it at the top?
Yes, when you wrap, exactly. So you want to use the inner thighs to draw the legs closer together and they eventually touch at the very top. Good. 3 more. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Good. Now bring your legs back into parallel. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay. Come into tabletop now. So you want your knees over your hips. Your knees are a little closer to your chest than, yep. And then can you drop the back of your heels down 1 inch? But keep your knees bent. So bring your knees back about there. Yeah. Flex those feet a lot. Now on your inhale, I want you to imagine that you're resting the back of your heels on a flat tabletop. And then on your exhale, glide the legs forward and the back of the heels are gliding along that tabletop. Draw the legs back in. So use that visual, because otherwise if you don't have that visual, your legs start kind of getting higher and higher each time. Yeah, so it's like your heels essentially don't come any higher from that angle and they don't come any lower. And you want to reach forward out through the heels. Much better. Much better. Is that okay on your knees?
It's hard on this knee.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
It's just hard.
The angle's hard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
5. 4.
I feel it on the tendon right below the knee.
On the right side or left side? Okay. 1 more. Good. And come all the way in. Now, carefully turn out and widen the knees so you're coming into frog. So heels are together. Yep. Is that okay on your knee?
So far.
Okay. So this time, same thing. Your heels are not
This
lifting
feels
up
a
and
lot
down.
looser than this. Should I?
Okay. No, it means that you're probably pulling a little bit more on one side. So that adjustment you just made of kind of moving your pelvis around is the right thing to do. Okay. So keep those heels together. You want to reach out to the balls of your feet this time. So legs will extend out and the inner thighs will draw together. So do you feel how your legs just got a little bit lower once you got to the very top? You don't want to let your legs fall down toward the floor. You want to actually keep them at that angle. Yeah, that's it. So straight out. Yeah. Does it feel a little bit more like you're pulling more evenly now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. 3 more of these. 3.
I can really feel I'm getting a workout on my
Good.
inner thighs.
Good. 2. Last one. Good. And draw back into frogs. This next stretch, and this will be the end of this series, is very important for you. So you want to keep your feet in that V. Keep your right leg bent. Extend your left leg out to the left. And you want to feel the inner thigh stretch on the left side. Do you feel that stretch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to hold that for about 3 counts. So 3 deep inhalations, 3 deep exhalations. Then go ahead and bend your left leg back to frog. And then you'll switch sides. So pelvis stays level. Right leg extends out to the side. And breathe. Again, 3 deep inhalations, 3 deep exhalations. Mm-hmm. Bend the right leg back, and then let's do 1 more on each side. Good, and then switch. Good, and bend that right leg.
That really is a stretch.
Yes.